Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. Daigle's classroom. Today's lesson, Chinese multiplication. How about that? Well, this is what I've learned from teaching 7th grade math. Some of the students that we have, they seem to have a problem with trying to figure out how to actually work a multiplication problem. If I gave them a problem of 342 times 124, well, let's say 1,243. They don't know what number goes on top, what number goes below. So let's do away with that. And what I mean by that is I have one 3-digit number, I have one 4-digit number. Which number would you like to go on top? Well, traditionally we would say the number with the most digits would go on top. Well, let's flip it. Today, let's say we want to take this 342 and put it on top. Well, what we have to do with Chinese multiplication is we have to make a matrix. And what I mean by that is we're going to put this 342 on top. I'm going to put this 1,243 down the side. So 1,243 down the side. So in this matrix that I'm building, I have 3 columns and I have 4 rows. Now the beauty about Chinese multiplication is this. Now that I have this matrix, I'm going to draw these lines down, right down the middle of each one of these boxes, these cells. And they'll come in handy in a minute. But what we need to understand is that each one of my intersections excuse me, each one of my intersections is where I'm going to put the answer for that problem. I don't have to deal with any problem in any certain order. I can take them however I like. I like ones. They're easy. So let's do the ones first. 1 times 2, you got it. It's 2. I can't just write a 2. Each number has 2 digits. 2 has 0, 2. Now, let's continue with the 1. 1 times 3. Notice that I'll just bypass the 4 because 1 times 3 is easier than 1 times 4. So 1 times 3, the answer is 3. So I'm going to write 0, 3. And again, 1 times 4, the answer, it's 4. So I'm going to write 0, 4. Now, what's easiest next? The 2's are easy next. And here's these 2's. So let's go down these 2's here. So 2 times 1, we already have that 2. 2 times 2, this intersection here, the answer is 4. So I'm going to write again 0, 4. 2 times 4, this intersection here, 2 times 4 is 8, so that answer is 0, 8. 2 times 3, well you guessed it, it's 6. 2 times 3 is 6, so 0, 6. Now, I have 2's here, so let's do these 2. 2 times 4 is 8, so I'm going to put 0, 8. 2 times 3 is 6, so I'm going to place 0, 6. Now, you want to do 4s, you want to do 3s. You want to do 4s, you want to do 3s. Up to you. Let's do the 3s. I know 3 times 3, so let's go ahead and address that. 3 times 3 here is 9, so that answer is 0, 9. Let's do 3 times 4 now. 3 times 4 is 12, so 2 digits, 12. 4 times 3 again, 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to write a 12 here. And last but not least, the most difficult number up here, 4 times 4 is 16. So 4 times 4 is 16, 1 and a 6. Now, here's where those diagonals come into play. Now I need to add all these numbers up diagonally. So I'm going to look at this first number here. I'm going to do this diagonal. I'm going to do this diagonal next, this diagonal, then this diagonal, this one, and this one last. So this diagonal here starts here and ends here. And there's only one number there. There's nothing to add to it. So it's a 6. So I'm going to place a 6 here. There's nothing to carry. So let's look at this next one. It's 8 plus 0 plus 2. So 8 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. So I'm going to put a 0, and I'm going to carry my 1 to the next column, or the next diagonal. So now I have 4 plus 0 plus 6 is 10, plus 1 more is 11, plus 9 is 20, plus 1 is 21. So I'm going to place a 1 here, and I'm going to place a 2 here, and now I'm looking here. So I'm going to read all down here and add all these up. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to place my 5 and carry my 1. Now I'm here in this diagonal. So this is 4 plus 6 is 10, 11, 12. I'm going to place my 2, carry my 1. 0 plus 3 is 0, 0, so 3, 4, leaves me 4. This 0, there's nothing here, so I'm going to place a 0 there because 0 plus nothing is 0. I didn't have anything to carry. So what's my answer for this problem? Here's my answer. 4, 2, 5, 1, 0, 6. 425,106. I've seen kids work these problems this way. %50 of them get it wrong. I've seen kids master this problem-solving technique, and I've seen them get problems right 95% of the time when they understand how to work the problem. You take your numbers, figure out which number you want to be on top, which one you want to be on the side. You place your numbers, you draw your columns, you draw your columns, you draw your rows, you draw your diagonals. You multiply the numbers. Where they intersect, you put the answer. You draw your diagonals, you add down the diagonals, carry when you need to. Your answers are here on the side. That's your answer to your problem. This is so much more easy than this method that we've learned in school forever. I don't know why we've never taught it this way, but it works. Trust me, 95% accuracy. I've taught 7th grade math. This is going into my 5th year. I saw this the first year. I did not understand it. I took some time, watched some YouTube videos of my own, and now I understand how to work it. The kids that I saw that were trying to use this method in my class, they weren't getting it right because they didn't understand how to work the problem. No one actually sat them down and showed them and instructed them on how to actually develop the matrix, work the diagonals, adding the numbers, and getting their answer. Once I saw how to work it and actually mastered the concept itself, I showed it to my kids. I show them this method as well. Some like this, some like this. 50% get this right, 95% get this right. I let them choose. It's their choice. If they're more comfortable working this, knock yourself out. I know what works. Hope you learned how to do Chinese multiplication. Come back and join us for another lesson. Thank you so very much. Have a great day.